Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy and welcome back to the Soul Brothers channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about the best budget basketball shoes that you can get right now. And my cutoff is 120 bucks. Some people might say it's a little too high, but I mean, shoes are pretty expensive nowadays. They go all the way upwards of like 200, 250 bucks. LeBron's are 200 bucks, KD's are like 150 bucks. And like a standard like first signature shoe, like Giannis Antetokounmpo, like the Zoom Freaks, Kyrie, the Kyrie ones were like 110 bucks. So $120 is my cutoff. Of course, if $120 is a little too much for you, then you don't have to get the shoes that are 120 bucks on this list, right? But there are a lot of shoes on this list because there's a lot of shoes that are very good performers for a very good price. And if you guys do want to get any of these shoes, I'll try to leave an affiliate link in the description box. But let's get it started off with the Nike PG6. It's going for 110 bucks and it's absolutely amazing. One of my favorite shoes to play in, like I would say of all time. I really like playing in that shoe. It's just a solid shoe to play in. Traction is top tier. Cushion is absolutely amazing because it's responsive, great core feel, but also the full length react, but also in the heel is really nice and bouncy. There's a soft compression in the heel. Material, it's a lightweight shoe. Materials are thin and all that. It's a great looking shoe as well. I absolutely love like the pink colorway and also the black and gold colorway that came out. The black and gold colorway is still available on Nike, but the pink colorway I believe is, most of the sizes are sold out, unfortunately. But anyways, there is the PG6. Next, we got the Jordan Zoom Separate. The Zoom Separate also is an amazing shoe. It's 110 bucks. One of my favorite shoes to play in as of like the past year. The traction is phenomenal. I also love the teetering. It kind of reminds me of like the outsole curvature from Kyrie's line. The cushion also is great. We have a top-loaded 4-foot zoom unit, and then the heel has really nice compression. It's soft, but it's not too mushy or anything. The materials are super thin and minimal, but also it has great support. So yeah, the Zoom Separate is a great shoe. Next, we got the New Balance 282. I'm sorry for putting this shoe on this list, but I had to because I absolutely love playing in it. If you add $10 to the limit, then you have the 282 price. It's 130 bucks, so I shouldn't have put it on this list, but I had to because I absolutely love playing it. It's right there. It's right there, 282. It's in the Hall of Fame for shoes right now. The 282 is amazing, right? So yeah, traction's amazing. Cushion also is amazing. The core feel is the lowest that you can get, but also you have great cushion because you have a little bit of bounce and also compression in the heel. Material is thin. It's a supportive shoe as well. So yeah, it's an amazing shoe. Next, we got the Jordan Zion 2. The Jordan Zion 2 is a really good performer. It's 120 bucks. I enjoyed playing in it. My favorite part about that shoe is the cushioning setup. We have a large volume zoom unit. It feels like it's top loaded. It has nice bounce in the forefoot. The heel, we have an air strobel unit, which feels great for stepping comfort. It's super comfortable. Also, the midsole has a lot of compression. Traction is also really good. You have a solid bite. And as far as the materials go, not the best choice of materials in my personal opinion, because I mean it's not terrible. It's not super bulky or anything, but I would have liked it to be like maybe a softer, like more comfortable material. But of course, if you're looking for support, the Zion 2 is probably one of the best shoes that you can get right now, right? So the Zion 2 is an amazing shoe. I would suggest it more for guards can definitely play in it, but I would suggest it more for like bigger players. Of course, Zion is a huge guy, so if you need support but with great traction and cushion, then that's a great option. All right, next we got the D-Lo Ice by way of Wade, also by Li-Ning. So the D-Lo Ice is going for 100 bucks. Amazing shoe. Traction is top tier. Cushion sucks. Cushion is definitely not very good, but you do feel responsive and low to the ground. So I guess that's a good thing. Material, it's like a textile material, which feels great, especially for 100 bucks. And it's a great looking shoe too. It's an overall really good performer, especially if you're a guard. So I would 100% recommend the D-Lo Ice. Next, we got the Nike Precision 6. So that shoe is super cheap. It's going for 75 bucks. And yeah, solid performer. I love the colorway that I have. Traction is solid, not top tier, but it's solid. Cushion also kind of sucks, just like the D-Lo Ice. But materials are super thin. Support I really had zero issues with. So if you're looking for a no BS shoe that's super responsive and very lightweight, the Precision 6 is a great option. Alright, next we got the Jordan Luca One. The Luca One is not available yet. Hopefully it does come out soon, but it's a great shoe. Traction is top tier. Cushion is not very nice. I was pretty let down by it, even though they're saying it's a brand new Formula 23 foam. It wasn't great. You know, the stroke board was kind of stiff. It just feels like a regular Phylon, honestly. But you know, material is thin, but also very supportive. I had zero issues with lateral containment or anything like that. If you're doing, you know, a lot of lateral movements, step backs, you know, cuts, you're gonna be good to go in the Luca Ones. Overall, it's a very responsive shoe, and also it does feel overall lightweight too. So the Luca One is a great option as well. I really like playing that shoe. Next, we got the KD Trey 510. So I'm still testing the shoe, but I've been loving playing it so far. And yeah, the traction is absolutely amazing. Really, really good bite. Cushion also I really like. You know, we have full length renew. It stiffened up a little bit. It bottomed out just a tiny bit, but you know, it's still soft and it's definitely better than Phylon. It also feels like it has a top loaded 4-foot zoom unit. Although it's probably like the smaller zoom unit, it still feels nice and like responsive and bouncy in the 4-foot. Materials are super thin and it feels really comfortable on foot, but also I don't really have any issues with support. So that's a great option as well. Next, we got the Kyrie Hover Splash, but also there's so many shoes with the same exact outsole and midsole. I don't know what Under Armour's doing. There's like the 306 out now and also the 305, which just came out. But anyways, you know, it's a great shoe. I love the hover cushion. You know, I would say for the price, it's 110 bucks. For the price, it has really good cushion. You know, it's hover is super comfortable. You get nice compression and a little bit of rebound back. Traction also is solid and the material is super thin, although I wouldn't say it's like the most supportive upper, right? All right, next we got the Anta Kt Splash 4 for 85 bucks, which is a great deal. Traction is really good. It does slide out if you're playing on a super dusty court, so be careful on that and keep up with your wipes. But overall, it's a really good traction. Cushion also is pretty damn nice for the price, right? 85 bucks. I mean, Nike will just give us like Phylon, you know what I mean? So we have a little bit of compression in the heel, and then the 4-foot for step and cover is pretty nice as well. Overall, I would say it's more on the stiffer and more responsive side of things though. Also, I had zero issues with support. Material is not my favorite. Like it feels really glued down, but it does break in and get a little bit softer. But it's a very supportive material. So the KT Splash 4 is a great option. Alright, moving on to the next shoe, we got the Li-Ning Way of Wade or Wade 808 2. So this shoe normally retails for 120 bucks, but all the colorways on wayofwade.com is on sale for 110 bucks already, which is kind of weird. So it does make the price cut, and the 808 2 is absolutely amazing. I've been playing it and it reminds me a lot of the Kobe 8 and the Kobe 9. Some people are like comparing it to the Zoom GT Cut, like the first one, but I would say it's a little bit more similar to the Kobe's because you know, the Zoom GT Cut material is different, and also there's a full-length Zoom Strobel unit underneath the actual drop-in, which is a lot bouncier. You know, the 808 2, it's still a drop-in midsole with that, you know, Cloud Plus, which is very, very nice. Step and covered is absolutely amazing. Also, if you guys didn't know, there is an ultra version of the 808 2, which has a knit material, and instead of Cloud Plus, it's using a full-length boom drop-in midsole with something else is also in the 4-foot, which I'm very curious about. So hopefully I have those coming in soon. But anyways, the 808 2 is amazing, right? The traction is top tier, has a really, really good bike, nice loud squeak as well. Cushioning is low to the ground. Impact protection still seems pretty damn good. I actually haven't had any huge issues with it bottoming out. And yeah, like I said, step and coverage really nice. Materials are super thin, feels great and supportive. So it's just a great shoe, especially for the price. And Li-Ning definitely killed it, because if you look at their like other shoes, even like the All City 10, which is like 150 bucks, I believe, and also the Wild 10, which is like 220 bucks, which is super expensive, they gave us a great shoe with insane performance and pretty damn good tech for only 110 bucks. So definitely check that shoe out. It's one of my favorite shoes to ball in right now. Next, we got the Renew Elevate 3. It's going for 80 bucks, and overall, it surprised me a lot. Traction is solid, and I love the full length Renew. It's pretty soft. You get a nice little compression, a nice little rebound back as well. Materials, it's like a mesh material, so it's not the best for quality, but it does feel overall like comfortable on foot. Not the most supportive material, but I didn't really have any issues with it. So if you're also looking for a zero like no BS shoe you can feel really responsive in, but also has pretty good cushion, then this also is a great option. Next, we got the cheapest shoe on this list, which is the Flyby Mid 3, going for 65 bucks. And this shoe surprised the hell out of me because when I first got it, I wasn't expecting much, but then I played in it and it's a really nice shoe, especially for the price. You know, I obviously wouldn't say it's as good as like the Zoom Separation or the PG6 or like my favorite shoes on this list, but for 65 bucks, you can't really go wrong. Traction is solid. It's not top tier, but also, you know, the cushion is not that bad. You know, it has nice compression and all that. And then, you know, it's just like a mesh material, but, you know, feels nice on foot. And overall support is pretty good as well. So the Flyby Mid 3 is a great option. Next, we got the Nike Kyrie Low 5. You know, it's 120 bucks. I'm looking over there because that's where it is. Solid traction, cushion, of course, not the best. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, Nike gives us a not very good cushion for like cheaper shoes, but you know, materials are thin but also very supportive. I had zero issues with lateral containment, so overall it's a really good shoe, especially if you're a guard and you want to feel really quick on your feet. And last but not least, we got the Under Armour Flow Future X2. I mean, if you want to play in a Curry but don't want to spend 160 bucks like the Curry 9, then get the Flow Future X. I mean, it has a very different fit though, which I don't like. It's a pretty roomy toe box, especially comparing it to like the Currys, but like the traction is amazing as you would expect from Flow. Cushion is super low to the ground and responsive. The overall shoe is like 10 ounces, super lightweight, and you feel really quick on your feet as well. So that's a great option too. But as far as my favorite shoes on this list to play in, I would say the PG6, the Zoom Separate, and the 2A2. It's been that for a while now, but all these other shoes are also pretty damn good options. So anyways, hope this video helped you guys out. And again, if you guys want to get any of these shoes, I'll try to leave a favorite link in the description box. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.